KLACsports.com.
Petros and Money on AM 570 LA Sports. We are your home of the Dodgers. We are your home of the UCLA Bruins. Remember, tomorrow night, crosstown showdown, UCLA versus USC basketball, a 7 p.m. tip. And still to come, Mike Montgomery, who will be on the call for the Pac-12 Network, will join us from your home of the Chargers.
But joining us right now, Matt.
Speaking of those Chargers in the NFL.
Yeah, let's talk about some NFL with Mr. Derrick Brooks. Who's your favorite player? Mr. Derrick Brooks, NFL Hall of Famer, 14 seasons in the NFL, of course, all with the Buccaneers, Super Bowl champion, All-American at Florida State.
Buccaneers?
He was big at Florida State, man, but not as big as he was in the NFL. What a G.
Buccaneers?
In his post-playing days, he owns a Tampa Bay Storm in the Arena League, and he does his charity, the Brooks Brunch, and he's a Dr. Locke's patient, too. Dr. Locke's fixed his wrists. So we know Derrick Brooks to be an honorable man. We have him on the show on the Chevy Silverado Celebrity Hotline. What's cracking, Derrick? How are you?
I'm doing fine. What about you, gentlemen?
We're fabulous. Now, Matt was talking about it a little bit earlier. You are an NFL Hall of Famer, so it's all behind you, like it's all in your wake. You've already gone in and the whole deal. Do you get concerned? Do you get involved in who's going in and year out, or you just let everybody else figure it out?
No, I obviously keep a close eye on it because I have a couple of teammates that I definitely feel deserve a gold jacket here in this upcoming year. You know, John Lynch being a finalist again last year. We were hoping he would get in, but he didn't. And Rondé Barber be coming up soon as well. So we definitely keep an eye on the process. And this past year was the first time that two active gold jacket members actually had a vote. And that was, Dan Fouts and James Lofton. They were actually in the room, part of the 49 guys that submitted votes. And they asked for our opinion, and we give it. But who knows what happens when those doors close, man, and they go to voting. So, again, I hope two of my previous teammates that are, be eligible, John again and Rondé real soon. Hopefully they'll get in pretty soon.
Derrick, you mentioned it in terms of how you, I guess, weigh and what you want or what, I guess, the group wants from potential Hall of Famers in terms of deserving of being inducted. In the case of someone like Terrell Owens or Randy Moss, where there have been questions about, how good or how great of a teammate they were, does that come into those conversations that you have, or is it just what happens on the field, what numbers you put up if you won a Super Bowl, or how many Super Bowls?
Well, the information that I received regarding Terrell Owens was good. The people I talked to that played with him, just over the years, not about the Hall of Fame, but throughout our playing career, because we played our careers at the same time, said raving things about him as a teammate, and I had him pegged as going in myself, and I was disappointed. But I saw that he wasn't elected this year. I didn't agree with that. So hopefully, I know he's very down about it, and rightfully so. And I just hope when it comes across again next year that he gets in, and I feel the same sentiments about John Lynch.
Derrick, we mentioned when we brought you on that you're the owner and president of the Tampa Bay Storm in the Arena Football League. That means you got to run the show and put together a team and get players out there to compete and hopefully win you a championship. You mentioned John Lynch. He was named general manager of the 49ers. Is that something that you've wanted to pursue on the National Football League level? I mean, is that kind of maybe what you envision happening in your post-playing career?
Yeah, we'll see what happens. I've been owner here with Jeff Vinnick, who's actually the majority owner, and I'm, part of it with him in running our operations. And I try to stay in the moment, guys, really, and try to be the best at what I'm doing here. And if that's in the cards for me, evaluate it at that time, and we'll see what happens. But right now, I try to stay in the moment, run this football team in addition to the other duties that I have with the NFL as the fields officer, and running our foundation, is being part of our charter school as well. So my plate is full, and I just try to stay in the moment and do the best at what I have previously in front of me.
Well, you mentioned staying in the moment. It was just a couple weeks ago. I think you were out at the Super Bowl, and I want to say it was that Wednesday or Thursday of the Super Bowl. Your son made it official, and he signed his letter of intent to go to Florida State. Give us an idea of what that's like, having been through what you've been through, your career, to watch your son now take that next step on that path.
I was extremely honored, to be honest with you guys, and words can't describe the feeling it is when you have one of your kids achieve a dream that they set out to do and be a part of that. So for him to earn the right to play collegiate football and get a scholarship, I'm so proud of what he's been able to accomplish. And at the same time, doing it, at my alma mater is even better. So I'm just proud of. All right. I'm just proud of the fact that he accomplished those things, and again, I'm extremely blessed.
They got the number retired in Tampa. They got the number retired in Tallahassee. One of the greatest linebackers that I've ever gotten to see play on the television, running around doing his thing. How did Dr. Locks help you? He told me he helped your wrists.
Yeah, it came across, and again, this alternative therapies that he's involved with the stem cells, been about major joints. So I wanted to try it on wrists. If it can work for the knees, I wanted to see how can it work for my wrists. Obviously, using my wrists and hands and a lot of collisions in that regard need to be treated. So we got with him and talked about it, and I'm actually kind of glad that I've gone through a couple of treatments with him that have really made my wrist better.
I bet you're really good at video games now. The great Derrick Brooks. Who's your favorite player? Mr. Derrick Brooks, number 55. What a G out here in Los Angeles, braving the rain with all these people. God bless you, Derrick. Thank you for joining us, and good luck in all your endeavors.
All right, take care.
There he goes, Derrick Brooks, Matt. What a stud.
Indeed.
Him and I, a couple of Hall of Fame types.
I like to say.
And we both went to Dr. Locks.